Hello, welcome to Woodshed Reviews, where we look at films old and new, good and bad. And on today's show, I think it's fair to say they're all going to be good films.
I would say so.
And quite possibly old films.
Yeah.
We're looking at our top 5 festive favourite flicks, and you heard it here first. We've both brought 5 of our favourite Christmas films to the table. We don't know what each other's picked. We've got them in our stockings here.
Yeah, so this will be interesting. These are our personal favourite Christmas films, I would say.
Yeah, a little bit of fun, nothing too serious. Just bring them to the table, discuss them, and then we'll maybe pick a favourite at the end, see how it goes.
So are these films you would watch every year or most years?
Most years, probably. One of them probably every year, the rest maybe every couple of years or something like that. Yourself?
Pretty much the same. Yeah, it's definitely 2 or 3 that I'd make a point of watching every year.
Okay.
So let's see what you got.
Let's get into it. So I'll get my stocking out and get my first one. Now it looks like there's more than 5 films in here. I don't know what's happened.
Okay, this is interesting.
Oh, Christmas with the Cranks. How did that get in there?
I certainly don't have that one on my list.
You don't have that one? No, I'm only joking.
You're joking. I was just about to walk out the door there.
No. I'm going to go for my first pick.
Oh, wow.
Frank Capra's It's a Wonderful Life.
Help me, Clarence! Get me back! Get me back! I don't care what happens to me! Get me back to my wife and kids! Help me, Clarence, please! Please! I want to live again!
Okay, so I take it you've seen it?
Yes, I actually watched it last night.
Oh, did you? Okay, right. So is it in your pile?
It's not. I watched it last night to see if I could sneak it in there. It didn't make us. I don't watch it every year. I think it's a stunning film. It's definitely 5 stars, 5 logs.
Yeah, get the rating system right.
Yeah, definitely one of the greats for sure. But it's just not one I watch every year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think if we'd done this maybe 10 or 15 years ago, it would have been the same. I think as I've gotten older, I've kind of warmed it more and more. It wasn't really. This is probably like the only new film. Not so new. It's obviously the oldest film. It is the oldest film on my list, but it's the newest one to kind of would go into. Like if I'd done this 20 years ago, that probably wouldn't be in it, but the other 4 would be.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
yeah, got you.
So it's only more recently that I've kind of like got into it and seen it at the big screen a year or 2 ago. Oh, wow. Probably a traditional thing, a yearly tradition now. Okay. At this point, so
yeah, I mean it's just such a wonderful script, isn't it? And performances and the themes in it are really powerful.
Yeah, and it's obviously timeless. I also like just this I like the sort of supernatural element of it as well. It's kind of just it's just kind of in the background there in the mix. Just another little facet to it that just makes it sort of stand out a bit.
Black or white or colour?
No, I've never watched the colour one.
Okay. Yeah. I watched the colour last night. I wasn't sure about it, so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing it in black and white again.
Yeah, yes, comes with both. But I mean, it's nice. It's nice to have both.
Yeah. Yay! Hello, Bedford Falls! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, George! Merry Christmas, George! Merry Christmas, movie house!
Okay. Let's see.
First one.
See what I got here. The Long Kiss Goodnight.
Oh, right, okay.
Easy, sport. Got myself out of Beirut once. I think I can get out of New Jersey.
Yeah? Well, don't be so sure. Others have tried and failed. The entire population, in fact. Question. You keep saying I this, I that. Like, well, it's like you don't need me anymore.
Good point.
Hey!
And I've watched this already this year. I watch it pretty much every year without fail.
Now that is a good film. How much? It's been a while since I've seen it. So how much of it is set at Christmas? Is it?
Oh, the majority of the film.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's wonderful snowy landscapes. Snow's always in the picture. So you got nice Christmas scene at the start, Christmas feel to it. Christmas is always in the background.
Yeah, there's a parade, big parade or something is there that
That's right.
Gina Davis is in her Santa costume.
That's right.
Yes, it has been a little while since I've seen it, but I do really like that film. I'm definitely due for a rewatch.
There you go.
Thanks. Yeah, it's been a long time actually. Probably about about 10 years, I think, since I've seen it.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, so it is due. It's definitely due a rewatch. But it was one of my. I loved it when it first came out. I remember just having the VHS of it, watching it to death. Shane Black wrote. Did you write it?
Yes, Shane Black wrote it and Rennie Harlan directed.
Okay, Die Hard 2 and Cliffhanger. Okay.
You can't beat Gina Davis and Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, Samuel Jackson.
good.
Was this after Pulp Fiction or before?
Yeah, after.
Just after it was it. Yeah. Yeah, it's a cracker. Like I wasn't expecting that, to be honest with you. I suppose I don't think of it as a Christmas film.
Yeah, to me it's kind of like on a run up to Christmas before things kick off and get all festive. It's nice to get you in the mood.
Right. Oh, it's just Christmas adjacent, just kind of a nice little on-ramp to the main festive season. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, I might put that on tonight then.
Mommy, I'm gonna die.
Oh, no, baby. No, you're not gonna die. They are. Cover your ears. Hey, should we get a dog?
What have we got next? It is Deck the Halls. How did that get in here? Okay, I'm going to do this 5 times. Just so you know. No, okay.
It's all right. I don't have it though.
No, you don't, it's not on your list, is it? Okay, we'll see if this one is on your list. Bill Murray in Scrooged.
Merry Christmas.
Say, would you like to go to a Christmas party that's going on right now?
Not really.
Neither would I. Young lady! Do you shop here all the time? Because if you do, I can walk on the other side of the street.
It's not on my list.
Not on your list. This is good.
I saw it for the first time about 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, really? Okay.
Quite enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it's
Not
my favourite.
No.
Bill Murray's always great.
Yeah, I mean, I remember from when it first came out, maybe not, obviously probably didn't get to see it at the cinema, I wouldn't have thought, would have been too young, but as soon as it was out in video, could rent it or something, or when it was on TV, it was a regular staple for me, and I watched it this afternoon just to check that it still holds up, and it pretty much does. There's maybe just a little, the ending's just a little forced.
Yeah.
It needs a little sting in the tail or something like that just to keep it kind of on an even tone. But apart from that, it's a great performance from Bill Murray. Apparently he it wasn't an enjoyable experience for him. I don't think he got on with Richard Donner. And despite how much I like the film, I hadn't actually realised it was Richard Donner that directed it until he died last year.
Oh, right.
Because it was always, you always knew of him like Superman, Lethal Weapon, Goonies.
Yeah.
But also Scrooge just knocked out a classic Christmas film.
Why not?
Well, between Lethal Weapons or something, I don't know. So
cool.
That's a staple of mine. So.
You're one of my favorites. Come here. I'm alive, and so are you. Hey, you glad to see me, or is this a shotgun in your pocket?
Right, I know you got this one. Die Hard.
I do have Die Hard. But it's at the bottom of my comedy routine. So.
I messed that up.
Yeah, you messed that one up. Let me see, is this it? Yeah, here we go, same copy.
For the love...
8 Lincoln 30 to dispatch.
8030, go ahead.
Yeah, that's a wild goose chase over here at Nakatomi Plaza. Everything here's okay. Over. But nobody has no place to go. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Big goddamn fingers ain't
Welcome to the party, pal!
I've no surprises that was going to be on there.
Yeah.
Is it a Christmas film?
Well, I was trying to actually knock it off my list, but it's just too good.
It seems unfair for Die Hard to be in the running because it's such a good film in and of its own right.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of the top action films ever made.
Yeah.
It just happens to be set at Christmas, I guess, and obviously John McClane throws in a few Christmas jokes.
Now I have a machine gun.
Ho, ho, ho. Fairly recently, that kind of debate came up: was Die Hard a Christmas film or not?
Yeah,
I guess.
It did come out in July.
Did
at
it?
the time, yeah.
Okay.
I certainly watched Die Hard at any time of the year growing up.
Yeah, but I do watch it. Tend to watch it probably on Christmas Eve, to be honest
Yeah.
with you. It's kind of like, I think the last few years. But apparently, if you set the timings right, that Hans Gruber will hit the concrete on the stroke of midnight.
Cool.
Haven't done it yet.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe this year.
Come out to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs.
So you did that one.
Yeah.
But I've taken Die Hard out as well, so it's probably back to you, is it?
C and L.
Oh, okay. It was kind of close. I think definitely become a classic. Coming up for 20 years old now,
Wow,
is it?
that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it still feels like a new film.
It does.
Yeah, ducked to us old farts, I suppose.
Yeah. But yeah, we watch this every year, and it's just really funny.
I mean, it was probably close for me. I wasn't expecting it to be on your list, I suppose.
No.
I don't know. I thought you were going to be a bit edgier. But
All right.
Nice to see. Nice to see.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I just pick films that we end up watching every year.
Similar to It's a Wonderful Life, it's a nice one for all the family.
Yeah.
Whereas, some of the other ones that we've got here, maybe not so much.
Yeah, for sure.
Longest Goodnight, maybe not for Grant to watch. Again, it is a really perfect kind of script and everything.
Yeah, it's always worth a watch. I think it's at this time of year.
Cool.
Dad!
All right, let's get it over with.
I walked all day and night to find you.
You look like you came from the North Pole.
That's exactly where I came from. Santa must have called you.
Oh, yeah, sure. He just got off the cell phone with me.
You did?
Okay, so what have we got next? Nativity 2, Danger
Wow.
in the Manger. How did that get in there? Etc. etc. I haven't actually seen that one.
Really?
So here's my real one.
Oh, Gremlins.
Jesus, Frank, that's Dave Myers. He does Santa every year.
What the hell is he doing now? What's that stuff he's got all over him? Huh?
Frank, I really think we should go now. It's kind of funny, Frank. Do I should start the car? Because I'd really like to go back to the station now. Frank, please. Frank.
Have you got Gremlins?
It was close. It probably. I feel like it should have been there, but it was just.
Yeah, still a great film. Happens to be set at Christmas. I guess it could have been, like a lot of these films, it could have been any time and it would still resonate, I think.
Yeah, sure. Though you got that scene. She talks about that tragic tale of her father coming down the chimney.
Yes. Aye. And it's
quite dark.
Yeah, and then brilliantly sent up. Sent up. Is that the right word? In the sequel.
Firemen came and broke through the chimney top. And me and Mom were expecting them to pull out a dead cat or a bird. And instead, they pulled out my father. He was dressed in a Santa Claus suit.
Yeah, the original for it at Christmas has been a staple since I was that high.
Yeah.
I feel like I've always kind of seen and known that film.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's just endlessly watchable.
It is. It's a brilliant film. Yeah.
But didn't make it on your list, no.
No, some had to be cut out.
Yeah.
It was tough.
Yeah. And what's your just as an aside, what's your thoughts on the sequel these days?
Well, I watched it fairly recently, last year, I think. Yeah, I loved it. I probably enjoyed it more than before. I think, I think it stands up well.
Yeah, I didn't like it when I was younger.
Yeah.
I thought this isn't taking Gremlins seriously.
I know.
And then you watch it now and it's like, actually, this is really good.
Yeah, it's amazing. Okay. Oh, I know this one.
Dig deep.
This is
Okay. I don't
Batman
have
Returns.
Yeah, Batman Returns. I don't have Batman Returns. It's a nice box.
Yeah, 4K. This is how much I love this film.
Singing, all dancing. This was close to being on my list, but I was pretty 99% sure it was going to be on yours. So I thought I'm free to leave it out and we can still discuss it.
Yeah.
So your choice. So why is it on your list?
This was always my favourite Batman film.
Yeah.
I just love the setting, and it is kind of Christmas setting. Yeah, I love the atmosphere, the characters, the cast. Michael Keaton, my favourite Batman.
Yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer, Catwoman. Danny DeVito, Penguin. Christopher Walken, Max Schreck.
That's right. Yeah.
And it's got a great Christmas setting. You got the Kiss Under the Mistletoe theme going on, and and the last scene where Bruce Wayne kind of gives us a blessing, I guess.
Merry Christmas, Albert. Goodwill toward men and women.
Yeah, this is also my favourite Batman film.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's better than it's a notch up from the original. I like the Batman 1989, but I think this is the best one. Obviously, Batman Forever and Batman and Robin are pretty close.
Right.
No, this is of the first four, I think this is easily head and shoulders the best film, and probably. I like the Christopher Nolan trilogy, but I think this is the most true to Batman in terms of style and setting and the visuals and everything like that.
It's this amazing score as well.
Yeah, is it Danny Elfman?
Yeah.
I think he did Scrooged as well, so...
Oh, yeah.
And he probably did The Nightmare Before Christmas, did he?
Yeah, I haven't actually seen that, and I was hoping to get a chance to watch it before today, just in case that would have popped onto the list. But
it was close for me, but that's another. That was another sort of if it was a top 10, that would have been in there, but it didn't make it. But yeah, Batman and Robin. No, Batman Returns. Batman Returns. Yeah, it was close for me. It's not always one I think about as a Christmas film, but yeah you're right. Because I'll watch Batman and Batman Returns any time of the year. Okay. So as a double bill. And I usually kind of stop there.
Yeah.
That's probably
for the best. Yeah.
Maybe Batman Forever now and again. And I agree with you. It was always my favourite growing up as well. Cool. So it was close. It was a smidge away.
Meow.
What have we got? Still recording. Santa Claus 3.
Wow, that's the same as me.
The Escape Clause.
I've never heard of it.
No, okay. It is Home Alone.
Hey, I'm not afraid anymore. I said I'm not afraid anymore. Do you hear me? I'm not afraid anymore.
And we got
we got a snap.
Home Alone. It's 1 and 2, but definitely the first one.
Yeah, I think this just pipped in. The other four were definitely in my thing. This one just pipped in, knocked a few others. It was just like if I had to lose one, it would be Home Alone. Not that, but still love it, and I think I like it more and more as I get. When I was younger, I just liked the slapstick and people getting brutally and violently injured.
A dead kid.
It's incredibly violent, isn't it? I mean, nobody could walk away from these things.
No. Is it the same? You've seen the more recent one, have you?
Yes.
Home Sweet Home Alone.
Yeah.
Is that got the same? I'm assuming that's the violence is toned down in that.
No? It is.
Yeah.
It's not great, but it's watchable.
Okay.
But nothing compared to the originals.
No. Okay. So the first one, yeah. I mean, when did this come out? 1990, written by John Hughes.
Yeah.
Apart from in my collection of 5, apart from It's a Wonderful Life, they're all kind of released within about 3 or 4 years of each other.
Yeah.
Just at that right age when sort of like
That's
looking
right.
for films like that. So Home Alone is just pipped in there when I was probably about 13 or 14 when that came out. But classic. I've never really ventured too much more into the sequels. I've seen the second one a couple of times.
Yeah.
Is it?
The second one's great. It repeats a lot of the same jokes, but it works quite well. But again, not as good as the first one. It's just got a charm about it. And
it is a proper Christmas film as well, despite the the extreme violence. It's got a proper story and message to it that I like. Obviously, to get to there, it has to kind of like do the most contrived kind of situation imaginable to have this kid home alone, if you like. But once you get through that, it's hugely enjoyable and definitely an easy watch every festive.
Absolutely. Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern were just amazing in these roles.
Yeah, and they seem to really commit to it, particularly considering Joe Pesci of his pedigree up until then. You know, it's kind of nice to sort of see him relaxing a little bit. Okay, so we'll have Die Hard and Home Alone as
so 2 snaps,
2 snaps, and the rest were. So that's pretty good. So,
yeah, they're all good films.
Are you going to pick a favourite of your bunch?
I'll go for Batman Returns.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one. It's a good one. Although it wasn't in my list. It's probably a better film than Home Alone. Batman Returns. So I probably should have had it on, but I think a bit more of in terms of a Christmas film, I do think of Home Alone more. I think I'm going to go Die Hard. It's such a good film in its own right that just slapping the Christmas thing on it just makes it an easy win for me, you know.
Yeah.
So, and endlessly rewatchable, quotable.
Yeah.
So if you fancy checking any of them out, go for it. They're all recommended.
Yeah.
All kind of 4 or 5 logs in the fire, I would say.
I would say so. And if you have any that you want to recommend to us, let us know in the comments.
Nice. Okay. Hope you've enjoyed the show, and we'll see you next time. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.